Your car is smarter than you think, you just haven't upgraded it yet. Today, I'm showing you 12 gadgets that fix the annoying stuff about driving. The stuff you've just been living with because you didn't know a fix existed. Before we jump in, 3 quick things. Hit that subscribe button so you catch the next haul, because I do this every single week and you don't want to miss the next one. Drop a comment telling me which number you'd actually buy. I read every single one and I actually reply. And if you want the links to grab any of these before they're gone, they're sitting right there in the description below, already sorted in the same order as the video. Let's stop wasting time and get into it. Number 1. The cleaning gun. This is a compressed air detailing gun that blasts dirt, crumbs, and dust straight out of your carpets, seats, and air vents, places a regular vacuum can never fully reach. It works in both wet and dry mode, so it handles dried mud just as easily as fresh spills, and it gets into those narrow seams around your seat tracks that normally just collect grime for years. The honest objection here is that it's louder than a small handheld vacuum. But that noise is coming from real air pressure doing real work, not a weak little motor pretending to be powerful. Number 2. The car center console organizer. This is a simple insert tray that slides into your armrest and console area, instantly adding extra storage and even extra cup holders you didn't know you needed. The objection is that it sounds like a $5 solution being sold as a bigger deal than it is. But once you stop digging through a console full of loose coins, old receipts, and a single AirPod that rolled under everything, you'll understand why this tiny upgrade gets recommended so often, and honestly, plenty of people say it should have come installed from the factory in the first place. Practical application. Use the extra slots to keep your emergency glass breaker or a tire pressure gauge within arm's reach instead of buried at the bottom of the bin. Number 3. The CarPlay adapter. This little wireless dongle takes your wired CarPlay or Android Auto setup and makes it fully wireless, so you never have to plug your phone in again just to get your maps and music working. The honest downside is that it needs a stable connection to work well, so cheap knockoffs can lag and drop out mid-drive, which is why sticking with a trusted version matters here rather than grabbing the absolute cheapest option you can find online. But once you experience getting into your car, and most people say they forget it's even there after the first week of driving with it installed. Since wireless connections can drain your phone battery on long trips, pair this with a MagSafe or wireless charging mount. Number 4. The Car Wax Spray. This is a spray on wax and sealant that gives your car a quick, genuine shine in minutes. No buffing machine, no weekend spent in the driveway with a bucket and a hose. It also adds a layer of protection against sun damage and light scratches, which matters more than people realize if your car sits outside all day baking under direct sunlight. The objection is that spray wax never lasts as long as a full-paste wax job. And that's true. But for busy people who still want their car looking sharp, this is the fast, realistic option that actually gets used. Number 5. The Smart Door Mirror. This is an upgraded side mirror with a built-in LED puddle light that projects a light pattern onto the ground when you open your door at night. It's a small detail, but it makes stepping out of your car in a dark parking lot noticeably safer and easier to see around, especially if you're juggling groceries or a car seat in one hand. The honest objection is that installation varies depending on your vehicle, so it's worth checking compatibility first before you buy, rather than assuming a universal fit. But for the price, it's one of the more premium-feeling upgrades on this entire list. Number 6. The Garage Parking Sensor. This is a laser-guided parking stop indicator you mount in your garage. So instead of guessing how far to pull in, a laser line tells you exactly where to stop every single time you park. If you've ever tapped a wall, a shelf, or your kid's bike because you misjudged the distance, This fixes that instantly and permanently, and it works whether you're parking in bright daylight or pitch dark at midnight. The objection is that it only works for garage parking. Number 7. The LED seat covers. These are seat covers with built-in ambient LED lighting, so your interior gets a genuinely custom, show car look at night without needing a full interior rebuild. They're popular with anyone who wants their car to stand out at meets, or honestly just wants their daily drive to feel a little more exciting every time they get in. The honest objection is that this is purely a style upgrade. It won't improve your car's performance in any way, so don't expect it to fix anything mechanical. But if you care about how your interior looks and feels, especially after dark, this is one of the most visually impressive gadgets on the whole list, and it's a genuinely easy install for the transformation it delivers. Number 8. The X-Tools Scanner. This is an AI-assisted, bidirectional OBD2 scanner that doesn't just read your check engine light, it can perform over 39 resets and even handle ECU coding, which used to require an actual shop visit and a real bill to match. The honest objection is that it has a learning curve if you've never used a scanner before. The interface has a lot going on, and it can feel intimidating the first time you open it up. Drop a comment with your favorite picks so far. I want to know which ones you're actually adding to your cart. Number 9. The Armrest Storage Box. This is an add-on storage box that mounts right into your center armrest, giving you a dedicated spot for sunglasses, cables, or your wallet. Number 10. The Mucar AI-assisted scanner. This is another bidirectional OBD2 scanner, but this one includes an AI chatbot built directly into the diagnostics, so instead of Googling a mysterious error code, you can literally ask it what's wrong in plain language and get an answer back in seconds. The honest objection is that AI diagnostics are still new territory, so it's a helpful second opinion, not a replacement for a real mechanic on serious issues, especially anything involving safety systems. But for everyday drivers who just want to understand. Number 11. The SinoTrack HUD. This is a heads-up GPS speedometer display that projects your speed directly onto your windshield, so you're not constantly glancing down at your dash while trying to keep your eyes on the road ahead. It also includes overspeed alerts and fatigue alerts, which is a genuinely useful safety feature on long drives, especially late at night, when your attention naturally starts to drift. The objection is that heads-up displays can be a slight visual distraction until you get used to having information in your line of sight. But most drivers report it actually keeps their eyes on the road more, not less, since they stop looking away entirely to check their speed, and after a few drives it starts to feel like a completely natural part of the windshield. If the projection looks blurry, apply the included small reflective film to your windshield for a much sharper, high-contrast display that's easier to read in bright sunlight. Number 12. The blind spot mirrors. We're closing out with one of the simplest, cheapest, and most effective gadgets on this whole list. These are small, stick-on convex mirrors that attach to your existing side mirrors and essentially eliminate your blind spot completely, giving you a wider field of view than your factory mirrors ever could. The honest objection is that convex mirrors slightly distort distance perception, so it takes a short adjustment period to get used to judging how far back other cars actually are. But once you're used to it, changing lanes without that heart-stopping shoulder check. So, here's the quick rundown. If you want your car looking sharp, grab the wax spray and the LED seat covers. If you want peace of mind on the road, the blind spot mirrors and the heads-up display are non-negotiable, especially if you spend a lot of time on the highway. If you're tired of digging through a messy console, the organizer and the armrest box fix that in minutes. No tools, no hassle. And if you want to stop guessing what's wrong with your engine, either scanner on this list will change how you handle car trouble completely, and probably save you a shop visit or two along the way. My honest final verdict. Out of all 12, the ones that punch way above their price are the blind spot mirrors, the garage parking sensor, and the X-Tool scanner. Everything else on this list is either a comfort upgrade or a style upgrade, but those three genuinely change how you drive and how much you spend on surprises down the road. If you only grab one thing from this whole list, make it one of those three, and thank me the first time it saves you from a bump, a scrape, or an unnecessary trip to the mechanic. Now that your car is finally caught up to 2026, your kitchen is probably still stuck in the past, running on the same setup it had 10 years ago. Click this video to see the 15 coolest Amazon gadgets that are honestly insane. And I promise number 5 on that list is just as good as anything you just saw here today.